I think, yeah, there's a lot of funny picks, but I think logically
let's be funny and pick up the CC, Doming.
Come on, RORA, have some fun.
Have some fun.
Give some hope. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
This is a challenge, though. Like, this is saying we'll take the challenge.
Yeah, we don't care. We don't care about
I see your Phobius. Here's my Moskov.
Yeah.
Do we still like the Grok in this scenario?
Yes, we do.
Or do we like the Cho better now?
I actually prefer a Hylas.
We need a conceal hero for... Oh yeah, Hylas could be good. But I think we like a conceal pick-off hero. How about a Franco for Super Yoshi?
Ooh, I like the Franco. It's weird playing into Trizla, but still, it's nice. Especially if you know Edward's not going to be in a team fight. But I just like the concept of having it revitalize under the penalty zone.
Yeah, that's also true. How about a chip for Super Yoshi?
That's definitely a Grok. Yeah. So we're basically the same draft over here.
It's just Dominic.
It's just Dominic that's different. If you guys missed game one, who cares? You get to.
In this game, it's still okay, but not as good as the previous game. Honestly, they don't have a way to manage this Moskov unless Dominic messes up. And when when you're saying that maybe potentially Dominic will suck with this hero, that's not gonna be true because Moskov is actually his most played hero of all seasons.
We say he's probably the best Harith, but if you ask Dominic, that's his best hero.
This is his actual best hero.
This is actual best statistically.
Yeah. I was gonna say last game I had like a bit of a worry for the Granger. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
You have the early game, you build a Sky Piercer, you basically play the death ball of the the YSS Granger composition. But with this Moskov, now you have the benefit of having a macro advantage. He could TP anywhere. It's just that you don't have trees. But for for this Moskov, he's very good against Harith. And it's also providing Aurora late game now.
Yeah, and one little visit there. Also got the Purify, by the way.
Yeah.
Which I still think Smart Omega, they got to do something differently playing around these arrows, man.
Yeah.
Like early game, I think that was a big component for Aurora to go and play into.
Well, they already nailed one arrow to the Netski. Netski forced to use the Purify. But one thing that Omega has done better than previous game is to actually manage the invasion. Coming out from Demon Kite, in this scenario, they actually were able to stop Demon Kite from hunting.
That's true. That's Super Yoshi calling the shots right there, because he saw what happened game number 1. He was like, yo, Ryzen, I saw Green Cap get massacred by 4 heroes. Let's not do that again.
Information, basically, right? But that's one thing, if you look at Smart Omega's lineup, they should be able to provide that information with this kind of composition. I think the biggest thing is the telltale sign of when this first objective is taken. It's already started by Demon Kite, and it's up to Smart Omega to answer this. Ryzen has to wait for an opening.
Oh, Edward jumps in once again, but the Revitalize there from Smart Omega. It's enough to sustain the damage, and James is able to outlive the pokes coming out from Aurora, but again, the jump, they go back, they find the Selena and the Shadow Kill from Ryzen. It's not going to hit too much on the side of Aurora, but it does kill Edward.
Say what you will about Super Yoshi, but my oh my. So far, I've been so impressed on how he's able to use the first skill to dodge. No! Okay. Woo! Chill.
We've seen it one too many times.
Bro, 100 HP. Almost 100 HP on the turtle.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Haji.
Oh, one Garode. Okay, he's going to be able to flicker out. Arrows not going to land. But man, oh man, Omega, they fight back.
Okay, so again, Super Yoshi dodging important spells from Aurora, especially the jumps from Yue, with that immunity from the first skill. Now Netski gonna be in a lot of trouble here. It's actually being frozen by Dominic so many times in this game. Look at this.
Yeah, he's gonna be fine. He's at least got the Purify now too. But yeah, that's the main thing. I was actually surprised that UA went for that and ends up getting punished. So at least for Smart Omega, they go ahead and get the objective. They don't let things slip too far out of hand, because you got to remember the previous game, it was so quick that the snowball started to build up for Aurora, and that's how they like to play. And this is what you're talking about, freezing that lane and keeping things in favor here for Dominkite.
Yeah, and also like we saw the damage mitigation come out from the Revitals from Light. Even though James like jumped too many times, Aurora was just sustaining. But after that, Omega re-engaged with the Phobius. He got his HP back, and then Ryzen was able to find and land a Shadow Kill onto Edward.
We're getting out of there. This time, it's a much slower early game for Aurora, knowing that they have the Moskov anyways. So no double lane is going to happen, especially because Domicat decided to freeze the lane against this Harriet. So they're keeping Netsky grounded to this bottom lane.
Yeah, I was going to say this lane has been frozen for too long, and Rampart did not help at all because he lost 1 minion because of that.
Yeah, so they just play around this. But Delmakai could also get in a position where if they stay there too long or he freezes it too long, then Smart might choose to make a play. But instead, so far, I think they've made the adjustments against the arrows. Edward.
The damage enough. Nice. Revitalize once again.
Great Rampart.
From Light, but Edward's exit is blocked off. Good engage coming out from Smart Omega. Smart usage of the shadows as well from Ryzen.
He didn't want to flicker?
Yeah. Gotta say, Super Yoshi is making a case for this Grok. I think that this is one of the most creative Grok plays that I've seen in a while. Maybe Bruce goes next. I mean, this week, people are showing up when it comes to utilizing this Grok, and Super Yoshi has been so locked in.
Yeah, this is a great usage with the Grok. Again, that's why they went with basically the same draft here. Now their eyes set here on the bottom. Dominkite, rest of the team's going to be rotating down, so he should be fine. And ultimately, gold laners both are just kind of having a chill time. You know, they're able to go ahead and just farm out the way they need to.
Yeah, now because of the fact that Yoshi and Haji can actually move around in the map, they've been the ones to control the river against Aurora. That's why we don't see a lot of rotations coming out from the duo mid of Yue and Light. So this is just going to be a farm game for them. Meanwhile, you have Smart Omega. You know what? They have to be very aggressive. If once they've gotten their items on both the Harriet and the Hayabusa.
I mean, look at this. Domikai just trying to grab some cams too, as he's zoned out from the turret. And there's so much pressure there that even as much as he froze it, he loses the turret first.
Yeah.
Gonna be Omega just taking advantage of this lead that they have. That what they can do is be very oppressive. And usually you don't see that from Hayabusa, but this is a different scenario for Omega because they're leading by 1,000 gold. And Ryzen has been really good when it comes to controlling the jungle, especially when it comes to invasion. So this is what they need to do against RORA.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like Smart Omega, they're happy with their current pace right now, but this is sort of a requirement out of this lineup because you know you lose the late game battle against this Moskov, especially during Lord fights. There's a lot of vision on the side of Aurora, traps, Mountain Chakra, and all, and then you also have to deal with the split push coming out from Domikai. So this is their time. Smart Omega, if they want a good foot in this game, they need to be able to secure a massive lead in the mid game.
Yeah, because a Phobius and a Grok alone, like you're going to see how difficult it is to kind of pierce through that or get those tankier heroes down until you get the appropriate itemization in lock. So Turtle's up, last one of the game. Edward will jump in.
Ryzen cannot shadow out. Actually, he shadows in. Shadow kill onto the Turtle, but Aurora doesn't even care. Demon Guide still gets the retribution in, and James landed on by the arrow. AOG as well coming out from White, but they fight back. James falls, but here comes the Zawan Force coming out from Netsky, and they are going to be able to take out 3 members on the side of Aurora.
Woo. If you leave this Grok alone, he's going to be able to knock up and control you so many times because of that passive proc and with that ultimate as well. But then again, it was Haji with his positioning, Ryzen with his timing. Omega are back. And they're cooking now.
Yeah, they're starting to. We're going to take a look at the replay here just a second. See how that broke out. Once again, the turtle was secured by Demon Kite. He gets that. But keep an eye on Super Yoshi on how he sets this up. Even though James goes down, survives there. But here's the setup. Haji and then the follow through with the tech charge was perfect. And then the Rampart. So far, Super Yoshi, man, he's been on point. He's the MVP right now of Smart Omega.
I agree. You can see that he utilized his first skill to knock off one of the members of RORA to the very tip of that pit. We saw.
Oh, shadow kill coming out from the Hayabusa damage. It's not going to be enough, even with the flicker from Haji. They're not going to find Yue and Edward on the backside, but what they can do is push the tower on the bottom lane. They still have the cannon, and they will be able to do so.
Okay, so they get that tier 2 down. You can see that RORA has also accepted the fact that they can't fight right now. Like, this is not the portion of the game that they should be looking to actually fight against Smart Omega's lineup. So what they're doing is they're playing across the map. They might put some pressure over on the tier 2 on the opposite side. Again, they have a Moskov that can go ahead and eventually do that too. Looking at the items, you know, most of them have at least 2 locked in now.
can see the third item incoming for Netsuki. There is also the Kiras that was picked up by Super Yoshi to go with the conceal play that he has, and this will be the first Lord of the game.
Yeah.
They all have the flicker. Super Yoshi will have the flicker. Haji does not have the flicker though, so that's also very important to take note.
Smart Omega sets up for the Lord first.
Is this just going to be a free Lord for them to take? I don't know if RORA really wants to fight this.
Yeah. They have the vision though. James jumping onto the front line. Edward doesn't have the HP. Netsuki is going to be able to bring him down. And the front line of Aurora is gone. Just like that, Smart Omega blets down the Lord.
And what about that connection between Haji and Netsuki? Haji, you can see already that Edward was able to dodge away from the potential damage output of Netsuki, but with that ultimate coming out from the Haji, the pullback from the umbrella, actually pulled back Edward into the synchro fissured. Beautifully done, absolute cinema from the combination of Haji and Netsuki.
Yeah, you add in James to the mix as well. The signature go James for Smart Omega. He jumps in, you just go. You don't ask questions, just commit. Go James.
If James doesn't make merch that says just go with me or go with James,
yeah,
that's a missed opportunity.
Go
man.
James or go home.
Go James or go home, man. The more you know.
The more you know.
The more you know.
Yeah.
The more you know.
The more you know.
The more you know.
Yeah. Well, Lord, Australia here right here, mate.
Hey, Lord is going to be taken care of though, real quick. Oh, they can force a fight here?
Ooh, jump. Here comes Go James again. Haji with the combo. Takes out Domikai just like that. And Smart Omega, they find themselves in front of the base of Aurora. Energy shields are up, but the Moskov is out. Yoshi jumps in with a tectonic charge. Ryzen on the backside with the shadow kill. They take down Yue as well as Edward. 3 heroes down on the side of Aurora.
Well. Smart Omega serves up what RORA did in game 1. It's looking a little dire here for RORA.
It was started by James with the jump, blocking Dome and Kite, but Haji with that initiation. That actually gave the red carpet initiation for Omega. And then Super Yoshi with that flicker ultimate. Obviously started by the Rampart, catching 2 members of RORA. They could not react. We could see through the replay how fast that was. And I guess the revamp Grok, the biggest advantage is that when you pop the second skill, the Rampart, you get knocked back. And there's actually an animation.
Oh my goodness.
Beautifully done from Yoshi.
He used the basic attack first for
Flicker
the knockoff.
basic attack.
Flicker basic attack into the tectonic charge.
Yes,
so RORA couldn't react.
And I have to agree, when we streamed this Grok when it was first revamped, I felt like the Flicker ultimate is not as explosive as the Flicker first skill, actually.
Yeah.
It was the most important one.
So that's a new technology. Flicker basic attack, that's it.
Flicker basic or Flicker first skill, depending on.
Yeah.
But obviously, if you have your passive fully charged.
It's
Yeah,
crazy
that's true.
too, just how like tanky he is, just with Athena Shield and anti-Karas. Like he's able to go ahead and do that. But even for so, like,
Okay.
that pressure. He's like, you're just scared of the Grok, man.
Yeah, dude, the mighty swing coming out from Super Yoshi. And RORA, they're gonna have to like be very careful around Super Yoshi at this point. And James, again, he's trying to find any sort of engage for Smart Omega to capitalize on. Go James or go home.
At this point, Lord's going to be started up. Smart Omega, huge lead, 6K ahead. Oh no, Lion, okay, half health. I think they're just pushed off the Lord here.
Oh, Vision with the Money Shocker. Edward with a jump in, but Ryzen is going to be able to get the Lord this time around. No Edward, no Light, and they find the tectonic charge onto Dominkite. No follow-up, however. Demon Kite able to dash away from the Earthen Rampart, but Omega has taken the Lord for themselves.
Yeah. Very clean coming out from Omega. They even took out Edward when Edward tried to go for the penalty zone. Unfortunately, your game 1 shenanigans won't work.
Dude, this one's so much tougher. I mean, look at him, 1 and 6.
Oh, yeah.
Edward's been trying, man.
Yeah. It's not like before where he had the green light to go for the Queen Swings as his second item, but in this scenario, it wasn't. It's not gonna be possible, and it's because of Super Yoshi.
Yeah, he's had a fantastic game so far. Florida will charge in the mid turret. RORA on the defense. Again, a Rampart dropped down, but I don't know. Looks like Smart Omega might just go ahead and take another turret here, bottom side, if they force it. Got to keep watch of Super Yoshi. He doesn't have a flicker, though, so they might just get a little bit more damage on this turret. It looks like RORA will clear things out for now.
Yeah, there's one more minion wave on the bot side. Even though Super Yoshi don't have flicker, James does. Earthen Rampart into the Tectonic Charge, purified by Dominkite, but here comes a shadow kill from Ryzen onto the backside. They take out Dominkite. Catcher falls down as well. 2 members on the side of Aurora still alive, but can they defend? One cannon gonna be cleared out by Smart Omega, but they're not done yet. They can just push onto the top side.
Oh man, they just don't have the
dodge!
minions pushing in yet.
James! Okay, that's a bit of a blunder, but he doesn't want to go home. Well, in this case, he does go home because he's out of the team fight, but Smart Omega, they can clear out the tower on the top lane. Minions in front of the base of Aurora. Shadow kill by Ryzen. Winner crown coming off from Demon Kite, but it's not going to be enough. UA goes out, and Smart Omega takes out the base, takes game number 2, and we go to the second game 3.